Hello and welcome. This is Lisa Lovestone. As promised, I'm going to read chapter 17 of The Golden Future by Diana Cooper. So I'm looking at this and it's travel. And I'm reading it and it's telling me exactly what I feel like I just read yesterday. So I stopped the video. I went back to see what did I read last night. I read chapter 16 last night. So tonight I read 17, but I just started reading and it's like word for word, she's already written this down about travel. She's already like word for word. Why am I reading the same exact thing again? I don't know. Word for word, I've already read this. I don't know. If anybody's been following this and watching each chapter, please comment and tell me that yes, I did read this word for word in another chapter and that I'm not losing my mind. Or, I don't know, I read this in another timeline and I'm just remembering it is all, like the deja vu stuff. I don't know. People have always wanted to see the wonders of the world. This desire is innate in many of us. Golden Atlantis progressed from a time when they only had basic necessities and walked along tracks to using unimaginably advanced forms of transport. Even in the early days, some people could teleport and use telekinesis to move themselves and materials from one place to another. Eventually, through spiritual technology, they created Hoover plates on which both children and adults could travel for short distances along the key lines. I read those exact words already. These were crafted from metals that are no longer available on our planet. As the era progressed, silent ecological airbuses ranging in size from small... I want to have the book up here. How do I do that and still... Alright, I'll go like this and I'm sorry. My neck hurts and I need the book up here. Okay? As the era progressed, silent ecological airbuses ranging in size from small to vast traveled at different heights along various frequency bands at unbelievable speeds. We have repeated the same cycle of learning about transport, though we have not reached anywhere near the capabilities of the Atlanteans. In the new golden age, we will massively surpass their achievements. Before 2032, during the challenging period up to 2032, travel will become more difficult because the fossil fuel we have been using will be in short supply and will become increasingly expensive. Travel, especially by road and air, will decrease until the new echo power comes in Because of this, the international movement of goods will decline until it eventually ceases. And this will bring about the end of supermarkets and shopping centers. Countries that have relied on exports will need to develop local manufacturing and businesses. Without mass imports and exports all over the world, everyone will depend on homegrown food and locally made products for a few years. Cycling will become a much more popular form of locomotion without fuel and with fewer vehicles on the roads. It will be faster and easier than walking. Public transport like buses, trains, and ferries will be popular again. For a short period, it may seem that everything has regressed, but this is just the recovery period after the old paradigm has virtually collapsed and before the new is available. It is also an opportunity for people to share their vehicles communally. As soon as new forms of free eco-powered power becomes available, people will resume traveling with enthusiasm, for there will be safe, fast options on offer. Transports of all kinds will be constructed from as yet unimagined biodegradable plant material. In the higher consciousness, whatever you need will be available to you. Each community will have a pool of vehicles, and if you need one, no sooner have you sent out the thought than it appears before you. This seems incredible to our current understanding. Most cars will be driverless, though some people may prefer to have a driver, in which case volunteers will take on the role. The cars will be totally safe as we finally learn from bats about advanced sonar. All transports will incorporate technology that ensures they avoid contact with one another. There will be relatively little traffic on the roads, and houses will be built without garages. To travel short distances, many people, especially children and teenagers, will ride on individual Hoover plates. These will I just got a message that says, Lisa, you're going to be upset with me, and that's all I could read. I can't read it. I'm making a video. I'll read it when I'm done. Okay, to travel short distances, many people, especially children and teenagers, will ride on individual Hoover plates. These will be like large discs on which you can sit or stand, and they will float above the ground, taking you to the destination you designate. Most people will be able to levitate and teleport, and I will discuss what this really entails in a later chapter. Small silent helicopters designed for one, two, or a family will also be standard. If you need to travel further than your immediate community, one will arrive and take you there. There will be large, comfortable, quiet Airbuses in which to travel longer distances at incredible speeds. There will also be a type of air train where your own small transport will hook up to an engine with many others going to the same place. You will remain in your individual vehicle as you are all carried at speeds beyond our comprehension to your destination. Here your vehicle will unhook so that you are free to continue your journey as you wish. When peace and international cooperation have been established in the world, passports and all proof of identity will disappear. When we recognize that we are one, we will all embrace and welcome each other. There will no longer be any need for boundaries. People will be free to travel anywhere in the world. Ooh, traveling by water. As we become calmer and more peaceful and our contemplative fifth dimensional nature comes to a fore, slow sea voyages or river cruises will appeal to many. Definitely me. After 2050. So, how old did I say I'd be in 2050? So in 2032, so it's 2025, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's 7 years. So I'll be 67 in 7 years. That's when a bunch of this begins. And in 2050, so it's 2025, so that's 25 years, I'll be 60, 70, 85. I'll be 85. So I might still be alive to enjoy fresh, pure water and see the end result of all this as we have to go through this horrible transformation that sucks. And I understand. Frumpy is bringing a lot of this about. But you know what? Bashar said, regardless if Frumpy or Kamala became president, the changes would take place. However, if Kamala had become president, we would make first contact much sooner. And I was really looking forward to that. But it's still going to happen in my lifetime as long as I live a few more years. As we become calmer and more peaceful and our contemplative fifth dimensional nature comes to the fore, I think she means to the forefront, slow sea voyages or river cruises will appeal to many. I already read that. Eventually, ecologically powered planes, aerodynamically shaped like our current rockets, will transport people across the world at speeds as yet beyond belief, but this will not be until 2050 or thereabouts. Humanity will once more be allowed to explore space as the consciousness will be one of humility rather than entitlement. Spiritual technology will progress very quickly and enable us to do awesome things. However, the more we advance, the more we will wish to return to our roots. Recognizing that the more our Earth Star chakra evolves, the higher we can climb spiritually, we will want to connect with Earth and nature. Walking and cycling will become a choice for travel as well as for recreational sports. Families and groups of friends will enjoy taking trips together to watch or participate in games with other communities or countries. This will be for fun and the achievement of excellence rather than for competition. Mountain climbing, exploring, and caving will have increased following as it becomes easier to reach remote places. Gardening will be a particular favorite, combining connection with Earth and the natural world with the satisfaction of growing plants and communication with the elemental kingdom. And many will enjoy visiting gracious gardens and beauty spots all over the world. Okay, take a deep breath in through your nose. Slowly release. Visualization for travel in the golden future. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Think of a local place you would like to visit. See yourself walking to your door where a form of transport awaits you. What is it like? Get into or onto it and mentally command it to take you to your desired destination. Like a magic carpet ride, man. Groovy. Enjoy the relaxed, quiet, and comfortable journey. When you arrive, get out and look around at the new golden world. Would you like to visit another country? Decide where. Instantly transport will be there to take you to a central hub where you enter a huge rocket-shaped conveyance. You chat to your fellow travelers. In seconds, you have arrived in the country of your choice. Get out and take the time to enjoy this place. Return home knowing you can travel anywhere you like freely, quickly, and easily. I can dig that. I can dig that. I just could visualize that. So while I was waiting for my other video to upload, I was visualizing myself on a boat. The dolphins were talking to me. And they were saying, go this way, go this way. And the guy, the captain who was driving the boat, I said, follow the dolphins. And he said, no, a storm is coming. We need to get to safety. And I said, no, the dolphins said, follow them. And he's like, I'm going this way. And I'm like, no, the dolphins want us to go that way. So I put a life jacket on and I jumped in the ocean. And a dolphin came up on each side of me and I grabbed him by the fins. And they took me to this place. And they went this way and the boat turned and followed because I think I owned the boat and the captain worked for me. I'm not positive, but I think so. And the dolphins took us to a safe place. It was a big cove with like a mountain that surrounded it. So the storm was coming this way and the mountain was here and then the cove was in here. So we would go there and the mountain would protect us from the majority of the storm. So the dolphins were rescuing us and they told me, follow us, go this way.